guys, TC here again. We're doing another tank review this morning for you. Today we're looking at the M24 Chaffee. It's a tier 5 American light tank. Tank I spent a lot of time playing this. I enjoy it, it's a lot of fun. It is actually set up to take part in little events as racing and things like that go on. You may have seen me driving this on the Philo 5th birthday stream, where I was doing fantastically well until unfortunately I ran out of hit points from slight rubs and knocks. It's one of 3 tanks that I've now got 3 marks on. As you know, I've got 3 marks on the Excelsior, but I do have a replay coming up for you today of a very special game. It means quite a lot to me as well. It is a tier 5 light tank with scout matchmaking, so it will see anything from tier 6 to tier 8s. So obviously you go from being almost one-shottable to being one-shottable. But the Chaffee has a lot going for it. It's very, very fast, 77.2 kph. It turns fantastically well, 42 degrees per second, and the turret traverse is like an eagle's head at 44 degrees. The crew is not very advanced on this. This is the crew that we got from the Chaffee Racing. Those of you who remember that fun cup that was done. So as you can see, 6 cents, full camo across the rest of the crew, and I'm just coming to the end of camo on the Commander 3-second skill, and we've got snapshot, we've got smooth ride, we've got signal, we've got situational awareness, and I've got safe stowage as well. With that configuration, my Chaffee has a base view range of 390, but an actual view range of 473 meters. It's one of my highest view range tanks, and obviously with it being a small light tank, it has a fantastic camo value as well, further boosted by the consumables that I run on this tank. The gun you get on the Chaffee is a little 75mm. It doesn't have a huge amount of penetration, 96 is standard. It's enough though to go through the sides of most tanks you meet. And 143 with the premium rounds should you come up against something a little bit tougher, OHOs, etc. And you do on average about 110 damage. 0.36 is actually a really nice accuracy for such a low tier tank. It's not, you know, it's not 0.3, 0.32 and all that, but 0.36 is pretty good. It normally goes where you send it. And a 1.9 second aiming time is just, you know, it's a lot of fun. And the reload of 3.14 seconds means it's a real pow gun. BIA will obviously bring that down, possibly sub 3 second reload. Once I've completed that, I'll be able to notify. Equipment, as you know from my my light tank crew and equip video, vents, optics, and a camo net. I run 30 AP, 18 APCR there, and no HE. The HE I don't think is really worth it on this tank. A large repair kit, and then the slightly different setup. I use 105 gas and Coca-Cola. You don't see me running a large med kit and a large automatic fire extinguisher on this tank, basically because most things that hit you kill you. The Chaffee doesn't seem to get set on fire quite that often as well, even with a 20% chance of fire, so I feel quite comfortable with that. Plus the bonuses that these give me, so that gives me 10% to all crew skills and perks, and that gives me an extra 10% to the engine power and turret traverse. So although the base engine power is a really nice 460 horsepower in such a small light tank, you actually get a bit more oomph to that. So it is a lot. It is very quick. It's also very slidey, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, I adore playing the Chaffee. It's a lot of fun. It's on the tier 5 tech tree. You get to it through the M5 Stuart. So as we can see here, you come through the M2, the M3, the M5, and then you've got a choice of either going the M7, which takes you down to the auto load of the T69, the T71, or you go the true scout route through the Chaffee, the T37, the M41, and the T49. This is actually quite a new addition to the game, relatively speaking. It's not mega new, but it is relatively new. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to go through that line. I went through both, mainly because I decided that I wasn't having fun anymore in my T40, my T18 as was, and my T67 and my Hellcat. So instead I moved those crews up into the T37, the Bulldog and the T49 and got rid of my TDs. and I had a lot of fun there. So that's what that's the route I consider to be the most fun route. So got an ace tanker game for you coming up. Didn't take much to ace tanker this, which is surprising considering how good and how well regarded the Chaffee is. But anyway, we'll have a look at the replay and then we'll go through the post game stats. So let's kick over. Okay, as you can see, quite favourable matchmaking here. It is a tier 6 game. We've got a couple of heavies. They have a couple of tier 6 mediums, 2 tier 6 TDs, a tier 6 artillery either side, and then a spatter and a tier 5. So this is really favourable matchmaking for the Chaffee. We'll speed up the replay as always to get into it so we can skip forward. As we can see, the teams are fairly well balanced. We've got a couple of very good players, they've got a couple of very good players. So we'll drop it down to standard speed. I mean, a couple of knocks and bumps as we get out of cap, but as we can see, we're already, you know, getting on for our top speed now. Really trapping on. What you see me doing here is, I noticed that my team, as you can see on the mini map, we've got nobody going up to the A1, A2, A3 area. So what I do, instead of going down to the normal spotting bush, I take a run across the middle of the field, so I can spot the heavy tanks and give our guys an advantage coming into town. As you can see, I'm not spotted yet by their ELC and their OI, mainly because of the type of screw I have. Bit of a handbrake, we take out the building, we use the booms, and there we go, spots galore. We're now spotted, so we now put our foot down and get out of here. Shots start raining around us. As we can see, shots everywhere. The ELC is a real concern for me, so I do look can I get a shot on him? I am looking to get a shot on the ELC, but I do head back towards the cap area now because this is where the threat is going to be. Coventa takes out the ELC, which is fantastic. So I return to do a more deeper spotting run. The Coventa's being shot. Clearly there's something shooting him, so I need to get eyes for my team there. I can see I've got an OI and a Cromwell B there. There's a Type T34 there on the hill with a Stug. And there's the ARL V39 as well. These are all our spots. As you can see, the view range is really paying dividend here. So I don't pop over the ridge, but I just keep running them, providing these eyes, letting our team know where their opposition is. It's at this point that we see the other side is going to fail. We also spot the toaster somehow as well. So I head back over to this side and I look for a location where I can sit and spot for the team. So the Cromwell and the RT are pinging me and saying, look, we need to spot, we need to see what's going on. So I head down here into just behind this tree here, and as you can see, we're lighting them up no end for our team. So I'm just sitting here, just showing them all these tanks here. There's probably not far off 1,000 hit points. There's over 1,000 hit points with the tanks there. Unfortunately, our team isn't really shooting anything. The Hetzer though lands a great shot there on the toaster. The Stug, the Flat Panzer and the Skoda are still moving forward. This is one thing you have to rely on in scouts. You have to maintain trigger discipline. Something I'll come onto in a video later today. So at this point I just sit back and think, come on, what are we gonna do? Okay. So the Birch gun hasn't relocated. It's going to cost him now, unfortunately. The Hetzer's coming back and the Cromwell is still camping base. I leave it a little bit too late, but then I do. But what you see me doing now is bringing myself up to the ridgeline to use the turret. Chaffee's got really good gun depression. Put one shell in, below average damage roll, above average damage roll. We miss with our final shot there, and the Skoda gets taken out. It's at this point the Cromwell asks for help, points where he's going, we confirm it, we casually barrel roll the tank over as we go around the corner. Cromwell immediately turns to come and help us, which is fantastic team play there. Huge thanks there to Ray Festa. Auto aim on the go there, aiming towards, trying to get a shot on the move on the Skoda T25. Bit of bob and weave. I'm pushing forward here quite aggressively, which is a risk with this tank. Pop up, miss. Oh, his turret's turning. We're nearly loaded. We bounce off his arse. We pause. We wait. We kill. Pop round the corner. And as you can see now, it's a Chaffee and a Cromwell Wolfpack racing down towards the cap. We know we're going to come across an ARL V39 and a Strug 4. The guys in town did a fantastic job. The OI there, birth child. Really good, strong work in the town there. I pop up, stop in the bush, nothing to see, and then it's time to go forwards. At this point, unfortunately, our friend in the Cromwell there has a bit of a dirt moment.
Hey, man.
He goes to avoid, he takes avoidance on the V39 and crashes for full health. No, we've lost our platoon buddy. So at this point now, it's time to circle strafe the V39. Just nice, slow, controlled circling, keeping away from the gun. Bearing in mind that they've got artillery that just Stug can see us. And we kill him. I immediately move forward. Now this is so I'm safe from the artillery in case they've got a good bead on me. There's the Hummel and there's the grill, so we auto aim. There's one into the Hummel, two into the Hummel, he's trying to get a shot on us, three into the Hummel, he's down. Now to the grill, one into the grill, two into the grill, three into the grill. AMX 13105, well, we know what this can do. Casually chill out and finish the game with the Pascucci's and 5 kills, 1554 damage, 7297 WNA on the board. Let's go to post-game results. Okay, as we can see guys, here's the post-game results for that game. Victory, Mastery badge, we got the Spotter badge, the Bruiser, the Fighter and the Fire for Effect. 43,905 credits with 3,978 XP. That was a double for our first game played in that. We got the Pascucci's medal for killing 3 artillery, we got the Scout medal for spotting all those tanks, and we also got the High Caliber medal as well. As we can see in the team score, top of the team for both damage and experience done, even with an OI on the team. 1326 base experience there, which is a really good, which is really nice. As you can see, once the gun gets singing and you keep hitting those targets, it really does do well. 25 shells fired, 19 hit and 17 penetrated. Majority of our misses were on the move there against the Skoda T25, excuse me there, sorry. And we did take a little bit of team damage, but that was just getting off the cap circle. We spotted 11 of the enemy team and we damaged 6 and killed 5. With our assistance, the team was able to cause 1154 damage and we travelled 5.13 kilometers on the map. It's actually quite a long drive. That's actually quite a lot of driving around the map. So that's quite a lot of going. As you can see, we run a premium account, so even with the 2 premium consumables that cost us 20k a piece, the Coke and the 105 fuel, we still managed to pull a small profit of 2,140. Had we not, we would have lost 12,000 credits. I must stress, I do not recommend you run the Chaffee like this. I would recommend you run it maybe with a large repair kit rather than the fuel. The fuel does add to the tank, but however, like, as I said, mine's set up to race. When we do wacky races or where you see competitions like that, it's not set up to really fight, which is my own mistake. I should have changed it before the game, and I just keep forgetting to do so. I've submitted this to Blessed Replays of the Week for Scout of the Week. We'll have to see if we get anywhere with it. Maybe, maybe not. So, race spec Chaffee. As we can see, that our overall WNA was 10,040, which is pretty awesome actually. Chaffee isn't meant to do so much damage, so when it does, it really does rack up the WN8, which is why you'll find a lot of people sometimes play this, or my new favourite, the Crusader. They're not meant to do a lot of damage, but they can do. So yeah, so that's today's first replay done. It's the only review I'm going to be doing today, I'm afraid, guys. I haven't really had any other replay-worthy games, unfortunately. I know a few of you made requests for premium tanks and things like that, to see reviews on it. So I do have a couple of different videos coming up for you. We'll see how they work out. Hopefully, it'll work quite nicely. And yeah, so if you're new, please drop us a follow, drop us a subscribe. Really good if you did that. Hopefully we're going to grow the channel to as much as we can do, which would be really awesome. Not looking to make riches off it, but I just really would like to help the community. So share it, spread the word around your friends. And yeah, if you haven't already got a Chaffee, go get yourself one. It's well worth it. A lot of fun to play, but it does get quite brutal matchmaking. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.